Hi everyone, this is Sangeeta Laura Biaggi and we are here looking at the new moon happening on Sunday, 18th of January. So I would like to share this video with you to gain some insight from this new moon. As you can see in this chart, most of the planets except Jupiter, that is up here, most of the planets are on this side of the chart with a particular intensity of planets happening in Capricorn down here. So you can see the glyph of Capricorn, this green sign, this green symbol. It's called a glyph in astrology. And all of the planets, Mars, Mercury, Sun, and Moon are here at the last degrees, few last degrees, 26 degrees and 28 degrees of Capricorn. And then we have two planets, Venus, tomorrow we'll have Venus, in Aquarius and Pluto in Aquarius. Then from this symbol, from this geometrical pattern, you can also deduct that there is a close aspect, in fact, exact. It's a sextile, it's called a sextile. It's 30 degrees, 60 degrees, so it's called a sextile between these planets at the end of Capricorn and Saturn and Neptune at the end of Pisces. And then up here we have a trine to, this is a trine, which means that we have 120 degrees. So we have 30, 60, 90, and 120 to Uranus. The opposition with Jupiter has passed now, so we won't touch about that. We don't talk about that too much in this reading, but I think rather than giving you a full reading of the chart, what I would like to maybe talk about more briefly is the opportunity we have this weekend, today, tomorrow, Monday, even up to Tuesday, to think of this new moon as, first of all, it's the first new moon of the year. So it's the first new moon of the new year. And then also Capricorn is a really interesting sign in the sense that it is a cardinal sign. It's the first month of the winter in the Northern Hemisphere. And we'll stick with the Northern Hemisphere just because this system of astrology comes from the Northern Hemisphere in this area of the world where I'm in, Italy. So the first month of winter, Capricorn, is the return of the light. It marks the return of the light after the solstice, which is, of course, 21st, 22nd of December. So we are in the darkest period of the year. We are at the beginning of winter. And so there's no new moon coming into this moment of darkness where I'm pretty sure all of us are becoming more and more aware of our limitations. And stick with me for a second. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But I think this keyword of limit, the limit, is really important in this reading, at least for me, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn, in my understanding and experience, is our understanding of time and space in this electromagnetic field of awareness on planet Earth. So we are aware of time and space, we're aware of the limit that our senses have. They're limited. We perceive reality through our glasses. Okay, so whichever glasses, psychic glasses you have, you're going to perceive the limit. And so this is a good time to see that limit and understand how much am I understanding about reality according to my limit. And you may feel a certain sense of limitation, whether it's how much you can give, how much you can share, how much you're willing to take in. if you've had some challenges with your health or with your finances, all of this has taught you up to now what is your limit. Also, how we are limiting ourselves, how we are intoxicating ourselves, how we are medicating ourselves in a way that sometimes do not help. Okay, so now it's a new beginning with this weekend, with this new moon. There's a new opportunity to withdraw, because Saturn and Capricorn have the quality of astringency. So the Earth, for example, nature, at this time in the Northern Hemisphere, is at its most density and essentiality. You can see the Earth, it's dry and cold because it's the middle of the winter, it's the beginning of the winter, so it's really tight. And the trees and the plants, it's just, withdrawing and withholding the intensity as much as possible. Starting with the next sign, which is coming up, because we're very, very close to Aquarius, which is just going to be a few days after. I'll show you the chart also for the transition into Aquarius. Things will change, and we're going to move. We're going to feel. We're going to be propelled to move towards the spring. That's what happens, So now this is the time where the limit can be explored. You know how sometimes in coaching you hear the coaches say, push your boundary, push your limit, go over the limit and so on. But I would recommend actually not to push and not to go over and but just to stay quiet and calm and listen and observe yourself. What's happened to you? How are you? What is going on with you? Just take a pause. Capricorn is a fairly slow, contemplative, quiet sign. It's a very could be perceived from the outside as formal. Again, the form, the limit, right? But actually, what it is that there's a contemplation. It's a very contemplative month. It should be, at least, because it has this quality of astringency also in your mind plane. In your mind, you should be able to do a lot of practices of pratyahara, for example. It would be a great month for those. So, and purging, cleansing. So, all of this is an invitation over the weekend to take some time to rest, digest, contemplate, write, and be with people who are like-minded. Open up, share, because it's really important to also understand the limitations by speaking with each other, supporting each other. So that's very, very good as well. The sextile and the trine, the sextile with Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, conjunct Neptune, strengthens the capacity to become ready for change, which will happen pretty soon. And as well as the trine with Uranus, it's just almost like that breath before you exhale and go. That's what this is. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the next slide. In this next slide, you will see what happens on the 23rd of January, so about a week from now. In a week from now, we still have that beautiful triangle of sacred geometry, but things have changed quite a bit. Things have changed. The moon now will be conjunct Saturn and Neptune. So the moon, from being conjunct the sun here, will shift and conjunct Saturn and Neptune. And then all of these planets that were in Capricorn are now all in Aquarius. And Aquarius is a very different sign. It's an air sign, not an earth sign. And it's ruled by Saturn. So this Saturn, it's ruled by Uranus, I'm sorry. And this Uranus will be totally activated by the fact that the planets are now all in Aquarius. and we'll be ready for change. So in a week from now, it's when we can start anew and begin new things and think about new things. So you can take this time, if you are inclined to do so, you can take this time between now and next Thursday, next Friday, to put things in motion, plan, get ready. Because once all of the planets move from Capricorn to Aquarius, we will be on the go. Because Aquarius is a very fast-moving psychic period of time. And actually, as you can see, the glyph of Aquarius looks like waves. It is waves, but it is psychic waves. It's not the waves of water. Even though Aquarius sounds like there's water in there, aqua, it is in fact the mind waves. So we want to make sure that for now we know our intention, we know what we want to achieve, we are aware of what we want to, not just what we want to do, but why. Why do we want to do the things we want to do? And what is the bigger picture? What is the bigger picture? And the bigger picture hopefully is producing, creating, sharing things that are sustainable, equitable, that don't intoxicate you, that don't create pollution on the planet. So it's a good time now, between now and then, to really check in about your intention, setting your intentions and your aspirations. What do you aspire to manifest, and how? And who are you? Who would you want to be as you start to produce? What is the person? Do you want to be relaxed? Do you want to be stressed? Do you want to be hyper? Do you want to be like sharing with others? Do you want to be alone? You want, like all of these things. Sometimes when we plan, we just think about what we want to do and then the final goal of what we want to achieve. But who are you as you do things? So if you check against, in quote, against that, right? If you say, I want to do this class and then this class, or this project and then this project, but deep down, that you're going to be stressed if you do too many things. It's going to be too much. Then what you want to do is great, but who you are as you do these things is a stressed person because it's too much. Then you'll know that you have to step back. So this is a week when all of these planets in Aquarius are going to help you to understand that, and I hope this helps. It's just a message that we can share, and thank you for listening and for allowing me to contemplate with you. And you are welcome to share this with people you think may benefit from it. And if you want to learn more about astrology, and if you want a reading, I'm available. So you can contact me, and I'll put down the links of my two favorite astrologers so far, Molly McCord and Pam Gregory. They are really incredible, and they have really a magnitude of sharings that they do free online. So I can put the links down, and also my website, where you will find my email if you want to be in touch with me. Okay, so all the best, and let's make this year the best year possible. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here.